That's one of like the important things, to make sure that I'm tracking what they asked and actually following it. Okie
We're
dokie, okie
alive.
dokie. I guess that we are live. We are live.
Yay.
One small joke before we are starting officially. A couple of minutes ago, Lala is writing me in the chat. Daniel, we are here. You're joining, and I wrote her. It's today. I guess that for few. I guess that for few moments, at least for few moments, it was actually like hard times for Lala. So Lala, thank you so much for the great spirit and for organizing this great show. And everybody is joining us right now. Hello, hello, hello. We are be live and we are starting our end of year show. In the upcoming year or so, we will explore the kind of features and things that we are able to launch during this year. We'll interview the great experts and guests joining us today about like what was happening in 2022 and what's the plans for the upcoming year. And as always, we are expecting to gain as many questions as we can from you, from our great audience. So please feel free to write us in the chat from where you're joining, and as well any kind of questions that you have about live streaming, about life, about everything that you want to ask us about. We will try to answer it. We will try to answer. We have many professionals in this stream that I think that can answer many questions. So we'll do our best. And of course, like as always, the most important thing for us is to have fun with you. So we are starting, and I guess that like I will ask you guys to introduce yourself in a couple of words, and then we'll jump into the great agendas that Lala created for us. So you remember the kind of orders that we always have. So Stephen, go for it.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the end of the year show from Be Live. Anything can happen and probably will. The only one with a script is Daniel. We're going to wing it and we'll see where we go. So much has happened during 2022 from Be Live, a total refocus. Be Live is now the best marketing system available. If you're marketing on Amazon, Facebook, or YouTube, Be Live is the system to use. It has more features than any other system. Oh, by the way, I'm Stephen, but I forgot that bit. I'm more interested in Be Live than. That's good, though, isn't it?
Thank you so much, Stephen. Can you just mention from where are you joining us?
I'm joining you from wonderful Wiltshire in England, close to Stonehenge, 93 miles from London. It's been Christmas has been and gone, but we got some snow, but not over Christmas. And we're hoping, Ephraim, that the snow doesn't come across the Atlantic and hit us in the next week.
Absolutely, and for the magic spirit, I was adding some snow to our show to have like the magic spirit of this great powder that we have right now. Stephen, thank you so much. Nick, what about you?
Yes, I am Nick. I'm a digital marketer from sunny Farnborough in England, not too far away from Stephen, funny enough. And actually, over the Christmas period, I think I drove past Stephen several times. I should have popped in and said hello. But yeah, Farnborough, the birthplace, the home of British aviation. We had the first powered flight a mere stone's throw away, quickly followed, as I always say, by the first powered crash of an airplane in the UK. That, ladies and gentlemen, is our claim to fame. And yeah, I've avoided the snow. I had the week before Christmas, I was off and I had a lovely week in Gran Canaria where it was sunny, the sky was blue, the sea was crystal clear, and it was fantastic. So I avoided all the cold and snow, which is brilliant.
Thank you so much, Nick. Thank you so much. Grant, what about you?
Yeah, I'm from sunny Yorkshire. I've not had any snow, which is weird because I'm what we call up north in England, which is generally a colder part. I'm a hypnotist, a live streamer, Amazon influencer, and a bit of an entrepreneur. I kind of turn my hand to a bit of anything. And for me, Be Live is one of the best platforms for raising your profile in whatever it is you do as your business. So yes, absolutely fantastic. But yeah, no snow for me so far. And being in Yorkshire, which is the home of the Yorkshire pudding, and last of the summer wine for those that know it. But it's smack in the middle of England. right on the Pennines, on the moors. So we're quite high up. So we normally get the snow, and down south, they normally get it quite sunny. But it's been interesting to see it this year, to see the snow down there whilst it's nice and sunny up here.
Thank you so much, Grant, and Happy New Year, Chris. Thank you so much for joining us. Great to see you here. Thank you so much. And we have Eileen. Eileen, thank you so much for
Yay.
being here and watching us. Thank you so much. Last but not least, we have Dr. Ilo joining us from Puerto Rico.
Absolutely, yes, from Puerto Rico. So I am here for on vacation with the family. Obviously, I have no power wherever I'm staying. So I jumped here to the beach where all the antennas are. So I have good signal on my cell phone. That's where you're watching me vertically. I'm Dr. Ilo, youth community manager for Be Live. And I'm so happy to be here and very, very amazed that I actually have signal to at least the last stream of the year. So I'm ready to answer some questions, to communicate. And I've missed you guys. I've missed you guys a lot. We need to get back into 2023, and break that internet like we always do. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Doctor. Thank you so much, and thank you for joining us with all the obstacles that you have for joining this show. So thank you for that, and thank you everybody for joining us. Sorry?
Look at the obstacle right now. Look at this obstacle. It's bad.
Seems like a beautiful ocean.
Very sorry.
Absolutely. So I think that we'll start with a quick summary about what we actually develop and launch during 2022. I have to tell you that I was actually surprised by the number of items. Once you need to do this kind of recap by yourself and to ask yourself, what we are developing in the last year or so, you have actually the most favorite features that you are counting to have, and you are totally missing all the other things that we were doing. So I gather a short list of I think the most important or the most valuable features that we developed during the last year. And of course, guys, I would love to hear from you what features you are using, if it was beneficial for you or not. And of course, all the viewers, please feel free to let us know what is your favorite feature in BeLive. And also, if you are actually familiar with all the features that we launched during the last year. So first of all, and I didn't remember that that's something that we were actually doing this year, we launched the ability to upload presentations directly to the studio, the ability to add the PDF, PPTX, and PPTs. A second before, you were able to have only images, and right now we are able to upload the entire presentations. To move them, we have the arrows on screen, and for sure it's way more easier to do that. If we're speaking about the ability to upload presentations, another thing that we were improving this year is actually the ability to have a screen share in full HD. So right now we're actually supporting the ability to have a screen share with full HD, and that's something that we got many requests for. Another great thing that we launched, and who remember it? Ability to prove guest. You are using the ability to prove guest? Somebody here using this ability? Doctor, you're using it?
Yeah, I'm using it. For me, it's all about security. What if you had a bad stream with somebody and you got that person trying to come back, You never know. If somebody gets confused and is trying to get in your stream with, by mistake, and you're already streaming out there. So having that ability to deny somebody that comes in, or what if your link got forwarded to somebody else or a hacker? You never know. So it's a good thing to have. Another good thing is that we can actually make a new link every time we have a new stream as well. So those two features, make a new link, and then approve persons that can come in to your stream. So you can have the people that you want to have in your stream. For me, it's all about security. So it works for me a lot, and I use it in every single stream.
Doctor paying attention a lot for security, as we learned right now. And yeah, thank you so much for mentioning it. We actually have the ability to generate a new link for our guests. So actually, if you have any concerns or something you can generate a new link, and nobody will be familiar with it. And that's something that actually protecting you from somebody else to join the stream. Quick, funny story about security somehow. we had like a webinar a couple of months ago when I was like, I'm bringing giveaways. I was bringing like $50 giveaways, and I was like, we were doing it like twice or something like, and I was encouraging the winners to contact our support and to ask for the giveaway. First red flag. Okie dokie. Then a day after, 2 days after, I'm asking like, team, what happened? Like, did we got like the request from like the guys that actually won? And they're like, we had too many requests. I was like, what? What was happening? So yeah, actually like two scammers were approaching our support, was pretending that they are actually like the winners. They created like a new email by the name of like the guys that actually won, and they took two gift cards from Amazon in the amount of $100. And yeah, so today in the show we will provide 2 Amazon gift cards, but this time you don't need to contact us. We will contact you. So like, lesson learned. And I know that when it comes to Amazon Live and actually like the giveaways in Amazon Live, it's something that is actually well known. That like they have lots of actually like scammers, let's call it, that once they're like providing those giveaways, they're getting many spam and scammers. So I guess that everybody learning in the hard way the ability to protect themselves from that moment. So at least we make 2 other people happy in the world, and of course the guys that won got it. So yalla, we are moving to other things that we launch during this year. So ability to have 8 guests on screen. Ba-boom.
Yeah.
But that's a lot. Stephen, you had the ability to test it or to have 8 guests or something like?
I've had 8 assets on screen, so not necessarily guests, but 8 positions taken, and it works very smoothly. Very smoothly.
That's great. And from 8 guests on screen, we're moving to the studio templates. So studio templates was another thing that we launched during this year. Guys, anybody using the studio templates?
Yeah.
In short, what is like the most valuable thing in this feature for you?
I mean, I run a couple of different streams for different projects that I'm involved in. And so it's the ability to kind of have all those assets and everything set up for, one project that I'm doing. So I can go into that template and everything is ready and good to go. But then when I'm doing something else, if I'm doing an Amazon live stream, I can go into my Amazon template and all my Amazon stuff's in there. If I'm doing my interview show, my templates are all in there as well. And so it keeps everything tight and organized. And I'm a disorganized person. So, if I kept having to add those, take them away, I'm going to forget something. So to be able to just go straight into that one set, and I know that that's there no matter where I am as well. So that for me has been a brilliant feature.
Totally agree with everything that Grant said. I mean, the thing is, we do so many different shows, and if we had all the assets in one place, we'd never be able to keep track of them.
Yeah.
With having a different template for each type of show that we do, everything is more organized, ready to use, and the carousel at the bottom, instead of being year wide, is manageable.
Absolutely. And I guess that like during the upcoming year we'll take it to the next level even. But I guess that's something that we'll speak about later today. So after studio templates, we actually started to be focusing more around like the live shopping experience. So the first thing that we built was actually the product carousel in the studio. We were not like connecting it yet to the Amazon. It took us like a few months after, but it was first like the ability to have like the carousel in the studio to show products on screen. That was like the first move in the direction of Amazon. A second after, we were adding the Amazon comments, the ability to see and to have like the Amazon comments on screen. And of course, that's something that is really valuable for our show host and for ourselves. One thing that I didn't mention is that like all of us, the great guys joining us today, we're actually running something like, if I remember correctly, 16 shows in Amazon Live during the last 4 months or so. And thank you so much for being there for me and being so much supportive. I wasn't able to make it without you, so thank you so much for being there and supporting. And it's It's just like echoing the reason that you actually, it's way more easier to do those kind of things when you have somebody that actually mentoring you. And that was like my feeling when I was joining you guys, because you had already like the experience and expertise in Amazon Live specifically. And I was joining as a newbie, and I got like all the explanations, and of course that it was like the smoothest journey that I can think about. So guys, our communities, our viewers, if you have any questions about Amazon Live, actually here we have like the best experts about how to, what to do, what's not, and all the questions that you have about Amazon Live, please feel free to ask them, and we are here to help you, and of course to support you during your journey. After the Amazon comments, we will actually add another ability to our video editor. For the video editor, I think that like we will give Nick the ability to explain us a little bit more about that, because I know that it's one of your favorite products actually. But just in short, we were adding like the event of live sales into the video editor. So right now, once you're like presenting the product on screen, we are marking it in the video editor. So then once you're looking to use or to trim the video into shoppable videos or any other like short videos or so, it's way more easier for you. You can recognize like the timestamps and actually to trim it by that. Nick, go for it. Why to use the video editor?
Oh, the video editor is one of my favorite things that we do with BeLive. Is allows us to repurpose. And this is the whole point. We are creating. This is the thing. I am naturally lazy, so this is why I live streamed initially. And that's because if I live streamed, then I can take that live stream and I can repurpose it, and we can take off our audio, transcribe that, podcast, posts for all our social media. But you know, with BeLive, we don't have to go anywhere. We can just do it all pretty much within that online editor in the system. We can make square videos, we can top and tail it, we can have them boxed. And the beauty, that was the absolute beauty of being able to have the product's timeline. So when you put a carousel on the carousel, you click the product, you can just ping to the next product, and you might have had a bit of a chat with somebody, or you maybe got the snake going, and so it's not ideal for a shoppable video, but you can still cut it up and you know exactly where you're going. It makes life so much easier, particularly if you come off, maybe you've done like 2 live streams a day and you've come off your last one, it's like, I need to go and have some dinner, do some other stuff, I'll cut it up tomorrow. Before that you would forget where you were, but this, no problem, you can just see, and you just go to the relevant section, and it was such a time saver. Absolutely one of my all-time favorite things that we do with BeLive. Absolutely incredible.
Thank you so much, Nick. And in that moment, I will kudos you for all like the great tutorials that you actually made for like the video editor, and for echoing the value of our video editor. So thank you so much for that. So if we spoke about the editor, we are moving. We add the ability to import the Amazon Live carousel. So in that moment, actually, you're going live in Amazon. 2 seconds after, you're getting like the Amazon Live carousel into your studio, and then you have the ability to show products on screen. And just for like the guys joining us right now and don't really understand what we're speaking about, let's have like a really short demonstration. So that's, I guess, like a couple of products that we had in the last times that we went live or so. Let's play with the layouts a little bit. Yeah, so then we are able like to show the products and to speak about them, and of course that's bringing like more context. Specifically, it's specifically important for the use case of multi-streaming. So once we're multi-streaming, actually, it's really important to have this context of like the pricing, the product, the description, so on and so forth. And one great improvement that we add to this great feature is actually right now we are sending in the chat the affiliate links that you have. I mean, your affiliate links. A second before, it was a general affiliate links, but right now it's your affiliate link. So everybody is actually pressing those links and going to Amazon and purchasing, you're getting the direct affiliation from it. And one thing that I have to mention, in Amazon, you actually have the ability to create a dedicated URL per destination. So you can create this kind of URL only for Facebook or YouTube or whatever, and then to be able to track it. So a second after you're going live, you have like the stats specifically from the links that you shared with BeLive. If you have any questions about that, please make sure that you're contacting our support team, or like all the team is currently like listening to the chat. So ask any questions. We're here to help you and actually to provide you the ways to use it. And thank you so much for this great feature. Stephen, you have something to say?
Yeah, just on the carousel. The brilliant thing about the carousel is that, as Daniel said, 2 seconds after you go live, it's down in the gallery and you can use it. Now, in terms of using it, when you start your show, you can display on screen the first 4 or 5 items you're going to talk about. So people at the beginning of the show know what's coming up and tend to stay longer. And as far as the audience on Facebook and YouTube are concerned, they're not left out, because every time you show an item on screen, the link, as Daniel said, the affiliate link is actually posted on Facebook and YouTube at the same time, which means that viewers on Facebook and YouTube are not left out. They can go over to Amazon.com, they can look at the items, and they can buy if they wish. So it's bringing everybody together. It means that we've got the Amazon audience, we've got the Facebook audience, the YouTube audience, all getting the same information. And that to me is golden, because at any point during the show, you can say, just a moment, I just want to review what we've looked at, bring up the carousel, and you can look at the items. And as you look at the items, the link is posted to Facebook and YouTube. Magical. Bit of fun actually trying to get it organized so that you're actually pressing the button on the iPad at the same time as on the carousel. But once you've got used to it, it's without fear. Nobody else can do it. Only BeLive can do it. And it makes it so interesting and so much fun and easier to sell.
Thank you so much.
Can I add, Stephen, as well? Because we now got those links going to our social medias and our tracking. Those links don't go anywhere. They're in the comments. So they're in the comments on your YouTube, on your Facebook. So anyone can then go in after the event. Can be weeks, can be months. You know how these things work. You know, just comment on some of your old ones, and that'll pop it, like on a Facebook feed. That'll pop it back up to the top of the feed for some people that had already commented. It is an absolute genius. I saw it when I came back from holiday, and I thought, oh my goodness, that is awesome.
Indeed. Thank you so much, Nick. And as we are demonstrating the feature, you can see like the links in the chat right now. So like that's how it works. And once you're adding your unique URL, we're just modifying those links, and you're getting like it's as your personal affiliate links. And for sure, that's something that I'm supporting, and that's something that can increase your sales. And I guess that's like the top goal once we are going live in Amazon. We're looking to sell. So anything that can support us during this journey, of course, that's something that we are taking care about. And one thing that I will mention is just like one thing that we will launch during 2023. Actually, we are connecting the links and the carousel. So once you will feature an item, a product in the Amazon Live carousel, in the Amazon Live app, we will automatically feature it on screen with the carousel, and we will send like the links automatically. So we will save you like actually like one click. You are featuring it in the app, boom, it's on screen, boom, you're getting like the link. And it should be way more easier for you guys. We are looking you to stay focused on your stream, and of course not to operate anything manually. So that's one improvement that I guess will arrive in the early beginning of Q1. So you have something to expect for. Another thing that we launch, it's for the video editor as well. Users are able to upload their own background to the editor. It was like a small improvement for the video editor, but yeah, that's something that also was launching. Then users are able to switch between images in the Facebook albums. That's something that whom using the Facebook albums is able to use it. Stephen, you have something to share about it?
I noticed that today. It's every time you come into BeLive Studio, there's been an enhancement, and it helps. Today I was talking about basically, well, not show it because we're not selling. We talk about a Samsung Galaxy S22 and the photographs you can take. Now, when I take a photograph with the mobile phone, it goes onto my profile. Yeah. And this afternoon, when I was live, I was able to bring all my profile photos into the studio with 2 clicks, which meant that I could show the Cazenhaven Canal. I could show everywhere we'd been in the last few months on screen. Just so easy. You don't have to organize it. I mean, profile photos are there. I can use them every single broadcast that I talk about Samsung Galaxy S22. It's basically building things up nicely so that we can do things that no other system can do. So thank you.
You're welcome, Stephen. Thank you so much. S22, the favorite item when it comes to Stephen.
S22 and the chickens. Those 2 items are my favorite.
Don't forget the chickens. Don't forget the chickens.
So a second after like the FB albums, we were adding actually like the Amazon Live to our destinations as a native destination. So right now you have it as one of the options in the destinations menu. A second before it was supported only as RTMP destination, and of course as we move to Amazon we make it native. A second after, we launch the Amazon Live celebration. So once you are live in Amazon and you're getting a new follower, you have this great banner on screen that actually like recognizing the ones that follow you right now, and that's something that of course is increasing engagement. Then we are adding the ability to support multiple RTMPs and Amazon Live destinations. I don't know if our audience know it or not, but actually right now you're able to go live in multiple Amazon Live stores. So if Stephen and myself, for example, are looking to go live in Amazon, we can actually go live in my store and in Stephen's store, in my storefront and in Stephen's storefront as well, simultaneously, and actually like using it and doing like great shows together. And I know that we have like a couple of users that actually doing it, and they were challenging the platform into 2 carousels in the studio. If Michelle is here or listening to us, I would love you to share your use case, how you're using like the ability for like multi-streaming to different like Amazon Live stores. She's using it and doing those magics. A second after, we actually launch one of the most favorite features for this room, I guess, the ability, shortcuts. The ability to support actually like the Stream Deck. So shortcuts was something that I guess like the world was waiting for, and yeah, right now we'll see that all the guys have their own Stream Decks. So yeah, we are just like pushing one and each other to buy the things that we're actually like promoting in our shows. A second after like the shortcuts, we were launching the snake, the great snake that we are watching right now on screen. I think that that's for sure like my favorite feature out of this year. And then we were like adding the ability to update the Amazon Live carousel once you are live. So while you are live right now, you can update the Amazon Live carousel, and we will do it for you. So if you're going live and then you're adding any kind of products, right now you have the ability to refresh your carousel and actually to add the products once you're live. We got some requests from our users to be able to do it, and of course that you're able to have it right now. Yeah, and we have like we have a kudos for the shortcuts, and the shortcuts are great. Yeah, thank you so much for sharing with us. And Brigetti, thank you so much for joining us. Brigetti really like the ability to go live in multi Amazon Live storefronts, if I remember correctly. Thank you so much for your comments and for being here with us. Then we launch the lottery jar, that we are watching right now on screen, that will help us to understand whom will be the winners for the Amazon gift cards. We have 2 Amazon gift cards for $50 each. And remember, don't contact us. We will contact you. So no worries. No worries. The guys that will win today, we will contact you, and you will get your Amazon gift cards. Yeah. So actually, that's like the kind of features, of course, that we had lots of like improvements and fixes to our studio and many other things that we took care about. But if you were asking me, like 90% of this list, I wasn't remembering. I didn't like pay attention to like all those great features that we actually like develop during this year. So yeah. Thank you so much, team, for taking care about that. Our great like R&D team and Marina and the other guys. Thank you so much for taking care about that. Yeah, Brigetti, I don't know if you've been here a second before once I shared the story, but we learned about it in the hard way. So yeah, that's a lesson learned.
And one more
Okay,
thing, Daniel.
Sorry, go for it.
One more thing, Daniel. I just want to make sure that even though we're doing a lot of stuff for Amazon Live, we haven't forgotten on the people that go stream on YouTube, on the regular streams that they do on Facebook. We are supporting you guys as well. Or you are equally as important. We're just doing a lot of stuff for Amazon Live, and whatever other features you guys want to see, hey, just contact the team. We're all happy here to help you stream whatever you want to stream. So yeah, just want to put it out there that we are still supporting you guys 125%.
Thank you so much, Doctor. Thank you so much for mentioning it. It's actually like it's actually really important to mention it. So yeah, it's absolutely true, and I think that like out of like the list that we just spoke about, like 70% of like the things were actually like general ones, and of course that like that's we are always finding the balance between like the dedication of like supporting the Amazon and the live shopping area, and of course like adding value to users that using us only for Facebook, YouTube, so on and so forth. Stephen, you had something to mention?
Yeah, there is one ongoing change which is a benefit to all BeLive users, and you won't see it. You will sense it because all the video now is powered by NVIDIA. And Daniel, could you tell us, because the quality of the video has improved drastically throughout the year. I love my cameras. I can have 3 cameras on screen at the same time. Nick has got 5 cameras on screen at the same time. It's all because of this link with NVIDIA and the fact that the technology for the video side of things has got leaner. In other words, it doesn't take as much memory. And that has been a major step forward. It's sort of in the background, but it's there. It's happened. We have high quality in our video. Daniel, how do we get there?
Oh my God. Stephen, thank you so much for challenging me. Actually like everything started with like we had like our belief that like when it comes to like for creating like the greatest live experience in general, we are looking to do everything as much as we can on the cloud and not locally, not actually using the local performance of your machine, because of like just in short the protocols that we're using for like live broadcasting. It means that like actually if we are using like your machine power, your CPU, your GPU, it's something that actually like lowering your resolution, and it's affecting like the quality of your stream. So once we were needed actually to choose how to implement, let's speak about the feature of like the background removal for a second. So like the majority of like the guys that are actually right now using the background removals, they're doing it locally. They're just like taking using like the green screen or whatever, and then they're using your machine power for removing the background. We are doing it in the cloud, so just for like for a second, I will show like how it's working in BeLive. As a magic, it will take me a second. I will remove my background.
Daniel may disappear. He will be back.
Yes. And I'm back. So like that's how we are doing like the background removal. We are doing it in the cloud. We are not doing it locally, and it's important. It's important for your resolution. It's important for the quality of your stream. And as Stephen mentioned, there are many other values by using the partnerships that we have with NVIDIA. To stay like with my background and not to replace it. I don't know if it's good or bad, but that's what personally what I like. So Stephen, thank you so much for the great question. And I'm getting Lala in the chat that asking me to stick to the script, because as always, guys, it's so much fun to be here with you, and we're just like moving to other to other directions. And Lala, just a second, I'm moving back to the script. I'm guaranteed. So Brigetti, thank you so much for kudosing the ability and the partnership with NVIDIA. But another thing that we didn't mention yet is actually the ability to have like the comment assistants that I'm showing those comments automatically right now as we are speaking, and that's something that it's a really great improvement, because we don't need to explore the chat every time, and we're just getting this kind of like notification that this comment will be shown in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom, we have Lala. Thank you so much. And that's actually a great feature that I really like. Okie dokie. So yeah, Lala, we are getting back. No worries. We are getting back. And thank you everybody. So okay. We're starting the interviews, guys. It took me just like 30 minutes more than planned to move from the first.
We've had a busy year.
Yeah.
We had a busy
Take
year.
time.
Yeah, like it's only 30 minutes, not Lala, please forgive me. Okie dokie. So we are starting our interview, and now we will interview our great guests that joining us today, and we'll speak about live and some of the things that we were able to accomplish in 2022. And please, our audience, please share with us your thoughts. Please try to answer like the questions that I'm asking the guests. We'd love to hear from you. What do you think? Yeah. Okay. Okie dokie. So yalla, let's just start. So the first question that I have for you, and please feel free to just starting to answer. What has been your biggest accomplishment in 2022? Who wants to start?
I'm gonna start right here. Being community manager for BeLive. That for me, it's obviously it was an honor to be named the community manager, and I'm really happy. I'm happy to be working with you guys and be engaging with the customers, with our base. And for me, that was the highlight of the year for me. That's I'm still like, wow, pretty cool. So I'm really happy to be part of the team, and forward to more years forward. That was my plus.
Doctor, you're getting cut from time to time, so I think that if you will be able to sit or like to stand in one place and not to move, it will help us to better hear you. But thank you so much for sharing your accomplishment for 2022, and it's honor for us to have you as our community manager. And thank you so much for the great efforts that you're putting around our great community. Stephen, what about you?
I think that the greatest accomplishment of 2022 was the fact that I was able to go live every weekday, 11 a.m. Eastern, on Amazon Live and present for 60 minutes to 120 minutes without any problems whatsoever. It's all about reliability, and the reliability of BeLive in 2022 has been amazing. Yeah. I'm able to go live. I'm able to do everything we've talked about during the broadcast so far. I can show product, I can talk about product, I can show YouTube videos, I can do anything I want. The only limit is my own imagination. So the fact that I've gone live every weekday is quite an achievement, not just for me, but for BeLive as well. Because at times, as said earlier, I've had 3 cameras on screen, and everybody watching in the back office will be thinking, don't put a 4th one on there. Well, I won't. But it's just been great to be able to have so much flexibility, to be able to show me on screen, to show the demonstration area on screen, to bring in YouTube videos, to mix it up and to tell stories and to engage an audience, and being consistent too, and be able to focus on using BeLive on Amazon. That's my greatest achievement. Thank you for asking.
Thank you so much, Stephen. Grant, what about you?
Do you know what, to echo what Dr. Elo says there, to have been part of such a great team and to be, helping other people kind of on their live streaming journey as well. For me, it was amazing to take what started off a couple of years ago as a passion project, and now it's like a major part of my kind of, my lifestyle, my business. It's amazing. So for me, that accomplishment of becoming a proper live streamer, is amazing, and to be part of the BeLive crew, I love that show on Amazon.
I do too.
Yeah, it cost me a lot of money because you guys have got such great kit. But yeah, absolutely.
Nick, please go for it.
Yeah, I feel like my greatest accomplishment was resisting the urge to buy an Elgato Stream Deck, but I gave in the end. I had no peer pressure. Was so much. Now I echo what everyone said, particularly Stephen. Yeah, we've been able to live stream every day, multiple times a day, busy testing out, what was working, what wasn't working, without any problems whatsoever. And you just keep over delivering. We ask for things and you just give it to us. It is absolutely incredible. On a personal note, one little milestone for me was I had my first day that I actually had 10,000 live stream viewers watching me in one day. That was on Black Friday. That was pretty cool. That was a real sense of accomplishment from that. It's just, I don't know, it's a gift that just keeps giving. The ability to live stream, not just on social media, but of course we can live stream on our websites as well, which is just an epic thing using RTMP. Absolutely fantastic.
I
And being
think that
part of
what
the community, for sure.
Thank you so much for sharing it, Nick. I think that I remember your energy after having those 10,000 viewers.
Yeah.
It was the Black Friday, if I remember correctly, right?
Yeah, it
Or
was
some
Black Friday.
it
Yeah,
was
Black
Black Friday.
Friday. Yeah,
It was the Black Friday,
over three shows. Yeah.
I think that that's one of the most valuable things when it comes to live, and that's the surprise that you can have, because once we are standing on the stage, in general we know to whom we are speaking. We know in average how many audience we'll have in the room. But when it comes to live, and specifically to what's going on those days in Amazon, that's something that it's the very first beginning of Facebook, when we were having the ability to start a live show and then to end it with 10,000 viewers, 1,000 viewers, 3,000 viewers. That's something that in Facebook we actually missing those days, and I think that Stephen will be able to share with us many stories about 2016, 17, when the reach was just all over the place.
Basically, Facebook Live was where it all began. As soon as Facebook Live started, then Be Live came in October 2016, and that's when the fun began, because it was two people on screen. I was able to interview Daniel in the first week, and it was just be on the inside and to actually know what's happening is absolutely brilliant. In those days, live video was new, and it was novel. And people wanted to watch live video, and people joined in their thousands to watch all the main broadcasters. And we had incredible audience numbers, and there was an excitement around, because you had interaction as well. And that's why Be Live scored in those days, because Be Live was the first system to have comments you could show on screen, and that increased the interaction. So it was just the best time. So exciting. And then, as happens, over time, people say live video, and your fans and friends and people who got to know you will come and watch, but the thousands have sort of dropped off, and that's the natural thing. I mean, it happens to television shows, it certainly happens on live. And then, and I'm going to give a shout out to Mr. Marco Novo here. Mr. Marco Novo, who we all know, and he's a great friend, said you should go on Amazon Live. And I did at his recommendation. And I've got to tell you, the first time I went on Amazon Live, I thought, this is the third largest website in the world. I asked myself one question: what am I doing here? And my first show lasted 5 minutes. It was one of those experiences. And then at the next show, I did 30 minutes. Then the show after that, Marco joined me for an hour and became an insider. And the rest is history. But the thing is, that the excitement is there on Amazon Live, and you, Daniel, you've been part of it now. You know what the buzz is about.
Absolutely. And Stephen, I think that it was hard for you in the very first show because you didn't have Stephen next to you to support you and to help you during the journey. But then in the second show, I guess it it was way more easier, as you guys were helping and supporting me. One thing that we have to clarify about in general about Facebook, I think that it's obvious that in 2016, 17, maybe 18 as well, when it comes to the newsfeed, Facebook were prioritized advertising, live shows, and then like the reach was like all over the place. And for some reason, around like 2019 or 2020, they were actually like lowering the amount of live shows that we have in our newsfeed, and then of course that the reach was dropped. And right now in Amazon, of course that live, it's something that's really important for them to be able to like push it as hard as they can. So they're helping us. They're helping us to gain more audience, more reach, and that's like the main opportunity right now for live creators to use Amazon, to get famous there, to gather like the audience, to have more followers, and to sell more. And of course, then you can transfer those communities and the followership, and it's our faces actually. So it doesn't matter if we're going live in Amazon or Facebook or YouTube. It's important to be all over the place as live creators and to make sure that people will recognize us. Yeah, let's keep the hard work in Amazon. And before Lala will send me new threats in the chat, we're moving into the next question. And we have like just a second. We have like a comment from Bujeti. Since Amazon is definitely being yes. It's absolutely a different dynamic. Absolutely a different dynamic, and for sure in the greatest way that we can count it. So thank you so much, Brigetti, for this comment. Please share with us any kind of stories that you have about Amazon Live in the chat, any kind of like great experiences that you have with Amazon Live, why you're going live in Amazon, what's your goals in Amazon Live, and everything else that you think that will be important and interesting for everybody that's watching us right now. And from the biggest accomplishment of 2022, we are moving actually to the biggest challenges that you face, and how did you overcome it? Yeah, who wants to start with like the biggest challenge that he had in 2022?
One of the great features of BeLive is that you can play YouTube video, and all you need is the URL from YouTube, bring it into your studio, and you can play the video. It's a full video player. You can stop and start where you want. But the thing you've got to remember when you actually do this is to avoid echo, mute yourself. Okay. My biggest challenge probably of 2023 is that what you've got to remember is that once the video is finished, you've got to unmute yourself. Now, if that happens and friends are watching on Facebook or YouTube, doesn't matter. But if you forget to unmute yourself, if you forget to unmute yourself on Amazon, then you've got trouble. So that's my biggest challenge of 2022, and we'll carry on to 2023. I'm still learning the ropes, really.
It's a note for ourselves, Stephen. We for sure will try to solve it somehow, and to bring you like to bring some solution for it. We'll try to make your life easier as always. Thank you so much for sharing it. Grant, what was your biggest challenge?
For me, and it's got better over time. It was because I have other projects. It was about putting the time aside to be consistent when it came to live streaming. Consistency is absolute key when it comes to not just Amazon Live, but any type of live streaming. You've got to respect your audience's time. And so for me, that was the biggest challenge of kind of 2022, is traveling up and down the country and to different countries, and then still trying to stay true to my time frame that I've told people I'm going to do. And that's, that was some challenges. I remember I was involved in a car accident in Cornwall and still managed to get back just in time with like 5 minutes left to spare, having been on the road for 14 hours because I'd scheduled a live stream for 7:30 on a Sunday. So, going into 2023, that's my thing to improve on that. But one of the great things, and we talked about earlier, is the templates. The templates make it easier that I don't have to then come in super early to set everything up for the show. It helps me come in. I can go into that template for that show and I'm good to go. But yeah, consistency and fitting in the live streaming around my life as well. So that was my definitely biggest challenge of 2022.
Thank you for sharing your story, Grant. Nick, what about you?
Yeah, I echo both of those. The number of times I've been chatting away to myself with no one can hear me, and I'm going to shout out to Corinda here. He watches us all, and thank God he does, because he's bailed me out of trouble several times on that muting and then forgetting to unmute yourself. You'd think after all these time that we wouldn't do it, but you just can't help it. You just get carried away. and that's the thing. So you just have to go with the flow. And again, like Grant said, it was that consistency and being able to set aside the time. We have life goes on outside. From my point of view, earlier on in this year, I had a lot going on, being a carer, and so a lot happened. But then basically you just make time. At the end of the day, if it's something that's important to you, you can make time to do it. And so that's what I did, and just that consistency. And that's how and Stephen said this would happen. If you do it consistently, your audience will grow. And absolutely, it's true. It just grows and grows and grows. Keep showing up, people will keep coming up and seeing it, and that's seeing your stuff, which is amazing.
Thank you so much. And I think that the consistency that we're speaking about is one of the pros and the cons of life, because in other words, we're speaking about commitment. We're speaking about commitment to our communities, to our followers, and it's something that once we are starting it, we are committing. We are committing in front publicly, in front of our communities, that we will be here in the same day, in the same time next week, to keep sharing our story, and to support them, and to hear their stories, and to engage, and it's like in the real world actually. And once we are not showing, that's we are missing our commitment actually. So one of the magics actually in life is this ability to go live in the same day, in the same time, and to gather this great community around us. And then the community is of course growing and growing and growing. And then the results, no matter what's our goal, if it's Amazon live sales, or we're speaking about YouTube followers to our channel, or increasing the community members in Facebook or whatever, the only things that we should take care at the beginning is to provide a great value on our shows, and the second one is going live same day, same time, and to make sure that our users, our viewers will remember it and will join us. If not today, the next time. So they don't need to search every time when Daniel is going live, when Stephen is going live, they remember. After a couple of times they're watching us, actually remember. So yeah, thank you so much for speaking about it. And I think that it's the right moment to press the get a winner button on the jar, and to see whom will won the $50 giveaway in Amazon. So let's just press it and see whom will be the winner. So yeah, let's see. KM. A second. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. KM, thank you so much for joining us today. And you won a $50 giveaway. So yes, thank you so much for that.
Whoa.
And guys, we'll have another giveaway. So please keep bringing your comments, and we're starting to gather a new jar. So we're starting a new jar right now, and we will be able to have another Amazon gift card for $50 by the end of our stream again. KM will contact you. Everything is cool, and we will bring you the gift card. Okie dokie. We are moving to our next question. And you know what? A second before, I will mention one thing from my end. We are speaking about the question that we spoke about was actually what was the biggest challenge for you, and how did you overcome it? And during this time, I was actually choosing to put the frame of supporting Ukraine, stand with Ukraine, and for sure the war in Ukraine was the biggest challenge for our team. During 2022, the biggest challenge for the Ukrainian nation, this kind of evilness and the kind of war that happening those days in Ukraine. I will mention that the majority of our teammates, of course, are from Ukraine. And in the last few months, they actually have lots of outages. They don't have power. They don't have water. They are not feeling safe in their own land, in their own places. And that's something that should be stopped. And it's so hard to cross this kind of situation for them. And for us, yeah, we are just trying to stay optimistic and to support as much as we can. But I want to echo the great teammates that we have from Ukraine, that keeping rocking, supportive, and doing whatever they can during those really, really, really hard time. Wishing the entire Ukrainian nation that this war will be end, and the result will be the results that we are all expecting it. Russians should go out as soon as possible, and it should stop. This kind of evilness that we are watching, I think that we all can agree that we didn't watch this kind of aggressiveness since World War II. Somebody that actually choosing to start a war and choosing to kill so many people. I'm sorry for making and bringing this hard topic into our show, but that's actually the lives of our teammates. That's actually the lives of the family of our teammates, and that's how they're opening the day and ending the day. So thank you so much, team, for everything that you're doing. We're standing with you, and we're trying to do the best as we can.
Wise words, Daniel. And I think as far as the world is concerned, the world in general supports Ukraine, the people of Ukraine. Things that we take for granted, our friends in Ukraine can't do at the moment. Hopefully things will happen in 2023. I agree entirely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, thank you so much, everybody, for the great support that you're bringing as well to our team, and thank you so much, team. And we are getting back to our script, as I'm getting threats. She's not stopping to threat me in the chat. You can see what's going on in our chat. Okie dokie. So from the biggest challenge, we are moving to what is your best takeaway from 2022 as a streamer? So yeah, who wants to start sharing it with us?
Go on, I'll start. I like to blow my own trumpet. Do you know what? The best takeaway for me as a streamer is I did not comprehend how amazing going live, being a streamer, what that can do for your own personal brand. It took, the work that I was doing as a performer, and then enabled me to kind of take that to a global level and really get my name and my brand and everything out there. And that's just little old me. Using BeLive, it really enabled me to really kind of add extra revenue streams to my business and to really, skyrocket my business on a global scale. So, that's my biggest takeaway, that literally, if you are, self-employed, a solopreneur, an entrepreneur, a marketeer, live streaming really is the way to kind of put yourself, your brand in front of the world.
Thank you, Grant. Stephen, what about you?
Since the early days of BeLive, to me, going live has been about networking, about making new friends, about meeting people. And that's true on Facebook and YouTube, but it's also true on Amazon Live. And the thing is that people drop in, and what you're saying, the stories you're telling actually resonate with them, and they stay to watch for a while, and basically down the road they become friends. So meeting people, networking with people, getting to know more about the people around me. So I'm blessed to know so many people and new friends made virtually every week through Amazon Live, Facebook and YouTube, even on Twitter. We've not mentioned Twitter yet, but even on Twitter, to make new friends, absolutely brilliant. So for me, it's about community.
Thank you. Last but not least, Grant, Nick, what's up?
Yeah, because they threw me there through Grant as well. Yeah, no, my big takeaway for 2022 is that change is inevitable, and no matter where you're live streaming, it changes. It's going to constantly evolve. We're seeing that with Amazon now going more onto these portrait style videos, the streams, but it's not just Amazon, it's YouTube. You know, everything is going portrait, but we can still have the landscape as well. So don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, but just accept change. I've seen so many people getting a little bit bent out of shape, saying, oh, but you know, I like to do mine in landscape. Cool, do them in landscape, repurpose them in portrait. That's all. Just go with the flow. Don't worry about it. Change happens. It'll probably all come round in a big circle at the end of the day. So yeah, my takeaway is stay cool about everything and go with the flow, and just be adaptable to change.
Absolutely, and let's just tease for a couple of seconds. Why? Because we can. So like soon, Q1, beginning of Q1 or so, we are getting a new update for the video editor. So first of all, you will be able to record videos vertically and using them for TikTok, Instagram, wherever you want. And of course, that will be great for like the shoppable videos and in general for like repurposing the content. And the next things that we'll take care is of course like vertical mode for our studio. And that will arrive, I guess, by the end of Q1 or something like, and we'll keep you updated about that. But for sure, as vertical video is moving to be more and more needed, it's something that, like, of course, that we'll take care. One thing that I want to mention for the sake of like the audience, and because we're experts and we need to share our knowledge, I think that one of like the biggest difference between like the horizontal videos and the vertical videos is actually the platform itself. I mean, the platforms that the guys are using for watching it. And a second before, it was all about social, because we are speaking about like Facebook, we're speaking about like YouTube. In general, it was all about social. So all like the horizontal videos that we're familiar with, we're creating them, our friends, our communities, they were watching them, great. Now, once we are moving into the vertical videos, it's no more about the social, because like TikTok and Instagram and all those, it's actually way more about like the algorithms that prioritizing like our content and fitting the right content to the right person. So in a matter of like getting more reach, of course that like using the vertical videos, it's something that will help us more to get a new audience. The YouTube Shorts, the Facebook Reels, TikTok, that's something that will always help us to expand our audience. It's like the product that currently those companies are pushing as hard as they can, and for sure using these alternatives and using like these abilities is something that is really important for every creator, and for sure for live creators in general. So use it, create those videos, spread them, and I think that you will gain a really great success by doing it. And soon you will be able actually to do it directly from BeLive. We are moving to the next question, and let's try to make it fast, because we have up to 27 minutes, and I have like a list of questions. For the sake of our audience, I would mention that actually we were needed to stop our show 3 minutes ago, but we are having fun as always, and if you can, please stay with us, and we are moving to the next question. So the next question is actually, what advice would you give streamer based on your experience in 2022? What is like the advice? And let's try to make it speedy. So who wants to start?
I'll go first then. My advice to anyone starting is just get started. Don't worry about it. Don't think about it. Just get the camera on, get BeLive on, go live streaming. Whatever happens, you can correct it at the end. So don't worry. The biggest thing is just to go ahead and do it.
Thank you so much.
Do you know what I would say, kind of echoing that a little bit, but just be you. You know, don't worry about the cameras, don't worry about the microphones. You know, start with what you got, but be you. Let your personality shine through. That's the thing that makes you unique. That's the thing that's going to make you stand out. Be yourself.
Must be me. Okay, I think the thing to be in 2023 is organized in terms of going live at a regular time. But the next thing is each show should be organized as well. If you're broadcasting for 2 hours, use the run of show that's in your BeLive studio to organize the topics you're going to talk about. Make sure there's more than you need and just go through them one by one. And before you ever go live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, or Amazon, practice. The more you practice, the easier it gets when you go live. Yeah. The fear of live broadcasters is a simple one. it's running out of words. Because if you run out of words, you get a silence, an awkward silence, and the whole thing stops and you lose your confidence. So plan, organized, be ready to go live. Okay, that's me.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Stephen. We have one question from the audience. Nathan, thank you so much for asking it. So the jar, I think, as far as I know, we will launch the jar in 2 weeks from now. I guess at less than that, it's currently still under like beta testing. We're looking to have some improvements around it. And please feel free to contact our support team and ask them to bring you the ability to use the jar and to be a beta tester. We would love you to do it. So just contact our support team and ask them to make it for you. And Lala, I guess, will help you to make it happen. Okie dokie, we are moving into the next questions. Are there any stories or experiences as a streamer you will always remember from this year? I will start and I will do it fast. This year, I was actually starting to be a live streamer. A second before, in the last 5 years, I was just the CEO of BeLive. I was doing streams from time to time, but I was joining them as a guest, not as a show host. During this year, I was starting to have my own shows in Amazon Live with the great friends that I have here today. And that's something that actually encouraged me to start doing more live streams and actually to produce them by myself. And as everybody here in the room was mentioning already, doing live streams is something like going to the gym. It's something that you need to start, but once you're starting, it's starting to be fun. And you want to make it more and more and more and more, and starting to be actually, you're getting addicted to do those live streams, and you're getting such a great energy after, during, and before. So just do it, I guess. Nick, what about you? Any stories or experiences as a streamer you will always remember from this year?
Oh gosh, I think the thing that I remember most is actually buying the Mevo Start web camera. It just gave me such a big buzz to be able to play around. It just made my live streams more fun, not only for me, but for my viewers as well, more interactive. And that's my big thing from 2022. I forgot which year we were in then.
Everybody after 2020, everybody stopped to count. It seems like the same year. It's the same one. Stephen, what about you?
4 days out of 5, I broadcast solo, and I do the show for an hour or 2 hours, and it's very enjoyable. But the most important show of the week and the most important day of the week is Mondays, and my most memorable moments have been on our Monday show that Nick and I do on Amazon Live. We've mixed it up with a movie quiz to give us something new and interesting for people to watch, and we just have a blast doing it. I mean, it's like from the moment we get in the studio to the end, we're just smiling all the way through and having a good time. And it's just, that's my memory of 2022 is our show on Monday.
Yeah, it's a pleasure, Stephen. I love doing it with you.
God, what about you?
I think, yeah, for me, and this is going to make me sound terribly cold and shallow, there was two things. It was the first time I got a really decent payout from Amazon. It was like, it made it real. Like you want to kind of go like that's free money for just streaming and for doing the stuff that I enjoy doing. So for me, that was an absolutely standout moment. And again, for Black Friday, getting a shipment of loads of free stuff for me to talk about. And, I kind of thought that was, it made what was a fun project into a real business, if you know what I mean. So yeah, that's got to be a standout moment, as well as the lovely people that I've met as well.
Thank you so much. We're moving into the next one. Were there any unexpected rewards or success you had while live streaming this year? Nick, start with you.
Yeah, the unexpected rewards were, excuse me, were being sent product to play with, to test, and actually then get paid as well. It was, as Grant was saying, the first thing was just to go on Amazon and actually get paid to go live streaming, which is what we love to do. But then, yeah, unexpectedly, I then got sent a load of drones and was able to play with them and promote them on the show. Fantastic. Thank you very much, Holystone.
Grant?
For me, it was in my other industry to be recognised for the work that I've been doing live streaming during, during this slow time for a lot of people, helping them promote their businesses. I then got awarded an award for innovations in hypnosis, and kind of helping other people showcase their business thanks to BeLive, which I felt a bit of a fraud because it was the BeLive platform that enabled me to win that, if you know what I mean. But that for me was completely unexpected. And and again, it's opened so many doors thanks to the platform of BeLive.
Could you put the question up again, Daniel?
Absolutely.
Thank you. Okay. No, it wasn't so much unexpected. I think the greatest success is to actually have been part of the BeLive journey for the last 12 months, because it's been amazing. It's always been the right direction, the improvements, and we've now got the most perfect selling machine there is. And to have been on the inside and part of the journey, to be able to beta test and even alpha test, to be involved has been magical. And short and sweet, BeLive.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We're moving to the next one. Looking back, what do you consider your best memory with BeLive? Stephen, go for it.
My best memory, simple and straightforward, is when I interviewed you in 2016, because everything's gone amazingly well since then. Being part of the BeLive team, it's an amazing journey to be part of, and that's where it all began back in October 2016. And there's a long way to go yet. I'm really looking forward to 2023 and to being on BeLive. It's just, I'm always blown away by what the team do. And as you said earlier, the fact that done all that work this year and being based in Ukraine is just beyond praise, really. I'm just so grateful.
Yeah.
Thank you, Stephen. Thank you so much. And yeah, thank you so much for being the first power user that joined BeLive, and actually make sure that the community will know about us, and spreading the word about it everywhere. We will never forget the efforts that you put to spread the word about our platform in 2016, 17, 18, 19, 2020, 2021, 2022, and I guess in 2023. So thank you so much for being such a great friend, Stephen. And it's great to be next to you, to learn from you, to gain the kind of tips and tricks that you're always sharing with everybody around you. Actually, I'm not unique in that case. You're just spreading it all over the place and gathering those great people around you always. So thank you so much for whom you are. Nick, what about you?
Yeah, the best memory. Actually, I think the best memory, Daniel, was actually when BeLive for this year was when BeLive, we've been asking for extra RTMP because it was we were using that to go live streaming on Amazon, but actually that meant we couldn't live stream on our websites. And it's really important to live stream on your website because that retains people, brings people into your website. Then you can, you capture your own people, which is super important. So, I remember the telephone conversations you were having with everyone and myself back in February, March time, saying, what is it that you need? And I know several of us were saying, give us more. And then you didn't just give us more, you gave us a dedicated one and additional one and another one. And it was wow, thank you so much. Worth the wait. And that was fantastic. So yeah, thank you for that.
Thank you so much. Grant, what about you?
I'll call Stephen out on this and make him blush a little bit. But for me, I think the best moment for me for BeLive was actually getting the chance to, as part of the BeLive team, to interview Stephen, who literally at the beginning of my live streaming journey, it was Stephen that kind of put me on the straight and narrow, that kind of helped me. I watched his stuff, and to then kind of to interview Stephen and talk to the guy that helped me go live in the beginning, for me, that was an absolutely massive moment. And Stephen, I will say this, you do so much for the live streaming community. It is absolutely amazing. So that for me was an absolutely amazing moment, to kind of come full circle and get to interview Mr. Stephen Healy, the godfather of live.
And Grant,
Stephen,
thank you.
we need to map it. we will need to map it someday, like where everything was started, and then the map of connections that you
Yeah.
have in the live streaming industry and community. And I think that we will see that it's like, yeah, it's huge one. And it's something that I want to think about, because I think that we have something interesting by trying to map the kind of connections that you have in your live streams. We'll take it to 2023 before we're getting more threats. Okay, we're moving to the next question. What do you hope to achieve or accomplish in 2023? Stephen, please start.
You know how you have these ideas. I mean, my Amazon Live, I'm now going to go live twice a day. That's the first thing I'm going to do. 1 hour at a time, and you get a different audience every time. So the plan is to go live twice a day on Amazon Live. The other thing that I don't know, well, basically what's happened over the last 7 years of live video is that people's attention span has dropped. And the first few minutes of any video are crucial, because if you don't get your audience, then you never get it. So what I'm doing, my personal pet project is, and it's homage to Nick for actually having Bite-Size Me, because I'm starting something called Live Video Bites, which is videos which are up to 5 minutes long. So that's my pet project for 2023.
I love that idea.
I've got a banner and a logo somewhere, but I left them behind.
Nick, go for it.
Yeah, well, I've got well, pretty much inspired by seeing so many people, and not just with the Amazon side, because I've been focused on that this last year, but I've actually decided, and I've set it all up for Zoom. A cheeky promo. Zoom 6 p.m. in the UK on a Wednesday. I'm going to do a hour-long or 45-minute live session that anyone can come along to, basically to teach people that want to live stream how to live stream. So we're talking about using obviously I'm going to promote BeLive on it, but using BeLive, using overlays, having intros, having all the things that we do in order to live stream to anywhere, not just Amazon, but I do think we really do want to live stream to blogs and websites as well. So I'll be doing that every week, and people can come in and join if you want to learn something. If you've got any questions, then people can just come along and join in. That's a way of giving back and also building a bit of a community at the same time. So that's my my big goal for 2023 on the live streaming front.
Brilliant. Yeah. And to echo that, I think for me for 2023, I want to do more of kind of sharing what we do and enable more people in those niche industries, like the hypnotherapists and coaches that I work with, to enable them to really showcase their businesses by going live. So I've been lucky enough to be asked to speak at some big stages, and I want to use that in order to help those people. I believe that the more we can help more people, the better we're going to do. And it doesn't do business any harm neither, really. If you can help people do well, then you're always going to do well.
Well said.
Absolutely. I think that actually we run great, and we cover all the questions that we had for our interview. So that's a great news for Lala. She limit our show to be up to 1.5 hours. Yeah, Nick, go for it.
I was going to say there was one other unexpected bonus from BeLive this year, and that was discovering that Irene had a sister called Lala. So welcome on board, Lala.
Absolutely. So I guess that we'll stay for the upcoming 5 minutes or so to answer any questions that we will have in the chat or so. So please feel free to ask us any questions about live streaming, Amazon Live, Facebook Live, YouTube, whatever you have about content creators, or about the creator economy, or the trends, or whatever you have on your mind. We'd love to engage and to ask to get asked for those things. So if you have something, please feel free to share it with us in the chat. Yeah. So BeLive has been a good tool helping small businesses and non-profits. That's actually like our main audience. Our main audience is SMBs, solopreneurs, those businesses that actually need the ability to stand out in the newsfeed, in the media, and doing it with the easy of use. So that's the purpose actually. That's the audience that we build BeLive for. And thank you so much for echoing it, Steve. Thank you so much for it. And Nick, thank you so much for your multitasking, being interviewed and commenting in the chat to make sure that you will stay
Amazing.
the
I
head
want
of.
50 bucks.
I want the 50 bucks. I love
brilliant.
your honesty. I love it. Can we live stream a short form YouTube in our live show?
Yeah. Is a shorter YouTube video? That's the question. Is it? Does it appear in
Yeah.
YouTube videos? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it should have the same link as a normal YouTube video.
Yeah.
I think that in the end of the day, it should be actually you're producing a video and then uploading it as a short. If I understand the question properly, so it's not. I mean, you can use BeLive to repurpose the video and then to upload it as a short to YouTube. And of course, you can do a short live stream, but that's not YouTube Shorts that we spoke about. How do you feel about the future digital currencies that has a huge supportive community behind it? I'm not like a crypto professional for sure, and the experience that I have with crypto is not the experience that you're looking to have. So from the small experience that I have, I would say that it's another opportunity, and as any opportunity in the world, it have the pros and the cons and the risks. And I'm hearing people speaking about Bitcoin in the last 10 years for as a thing. And we are still not in the age that we are looking or watching Bitcoin as a main or even close to a real currency, something that people are actually using, not for getting interest for, and not something that they are counting to be rich out of holding, something that people actually using. So as many more guys will start to use it in daily basis, I think that that's the future. Right now, it's great to have and great to know about it and to count it as another opportunity. We have any crypto expert here in
I wouldn't say an expert. But I do love my crypto. I think with this central bank digital currencies coming out there, with the world being such a smaller space than what it is now, when it comes to kind of cross-border payments with digital currencies, it is going to be massive. And I think it's sooner than we think. There's a couple of ongoing legal cases at the moment. And I think once those get settled, which is around about March time, that should give the whole industry a bit of regulation. So I mean, it would be nice at some point where we kind of get, the ability to accept payments whilst we're doing live streams like this. That would be fantastic. But I've known people put their QR codes in their streams in order to get kind of drop payments as well via cryptocurrencies. So, I'm always open to receive some Bitcoin or some XRP.
Yeah, I'm gonna chuck a spanner in that whole thing, and this might be a bit controversial, but I think with the whole cryptocurrency, digital currency, I think actually what's going to happen is it will be governmental digital currency that will be the thing that people will be using. Not least because when the people that actually have the power, they're not going to give it away lightly, and so it's that's my take on it. And I've studied it quite a while.
Thank you.
I don't have the first idea about crypto. You're asking the wrong person.
Sorry?
Nick and Grant have got all the knowledge in yourself, so I'm just going to keep quiet on this one.
Yeah.
Thank
I reckon
you.
Stephen's got a few million Bitcoin under his bed.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
It's not Steven, it's Satoshi
Yes,
Nakamoto
it is
joining
Satoshi.
us today. Steven, I always knew, and I was
No.
thinking about it.
That's how we can
No,
afford all them
I
cameras.
mean, we are familiar with your background, and we can see some alignments in your background and the background of Satoshi.
Yeah.
But we'll take it to a different conversation. Guys, if you have any more questions for us, please leave them in the chat, and we would love to answer. We have a few more minutes. Depends whom you're asking, but it depends on me, so I will stay live. And Lala, she knew Steven is Satoshi. Okie dokie. So I think that like one of the most valuable things that I learned during 2022 is actually to pay more attention to flexibility and to make sure that we remember that we are in a big world and we are like, I don't want to say small ones, but there are so many things that are happening in our world. And when it comes to planning, there are so many things that are out of our control. And if we won't stay flexible and agile, we'll just break. And that's something that I think that we learned this lesson during 2020. And then in 2022, it was just like echoing 2020. The kind of things that we cannot plan, the kind of things that we cannot get ready for, the lack of control in many cases. So I think that one of the things that I will take out of like this year is like the ability, no matter what's happening out there, to try to stabilize our small group of people, our company, our family, the small circles that around us actually. And by doing that, we are actually being able to stabilize more people and to stabilize ourselves and to take those smart decisions that actually will lead us to a better goals and better outcomes in the end of the day. Yeah, that's me sharing something. Anything related that you guys are looking to share about this topic?
Do you know, I think I think as live streamers, we've got an absolutely amazing opportunity. It's still a very new market as such. You know, it's like, you know, YouTube's been around for a long time, and we look at those massive YouTubers and wish we'd have got involved in YouTube years ago. You know, live streaming is still in its infancy. Where live streaming is going to be in 2, 3, 4, 5 years time, you know, the people that are involved in it now, that are putting in the work now, are going to see those massive rewards, especially when it comes to live selling and where live selling is going to be in 2 or 3 years time. We are at the beginning of something fantastic.
Boom.
Totally agree, Grant.
Yeah,
Can't
really
add to
there,
that.
Grant.
That's the way things are.
Yeah, it's the rise of the micro influencer. For sure.
Yeah.
Indeed. That's what we are watching right now. And yeah, it's great. It's great to see that like it's actually working. It's actually working for like how everybody's trying and starting to do those Amazon live shows. And if we're speaking about the ability to generate money as a live creator, like 2-3 years ago, we cannot even compare it to the outcomes and like the revenues that we're able to generate right now in Amazon. And it's the time to press the get a winner button and to see whom will be our winner, because we need to end this great show. And you know, if it was depending on me, I will never like end this show. I will keep doing it and speaking and asking you guys questions. But I know that you have like some other things to do other than staying here with me. So we'll press the button and we'll say goodbye to our great audience. Okie dokie. So yes. We have a new winner. So
Congratulations.
please,
Well done.
congratulations. You won $50 Amazon card. And don't forget, you don't need to contact us. We will contact you. So Lala, we have the winner name and we'll contact you and we'll provide you your giveaway. and it's time to remove the lottery jar. And first of all, I want to thank you, gentlemen, for joining me today. Stephen, Nick, Grant, thank you so much for your great support during 2022, the great effort that you put for supporting me personally, BeLive, of course, all the journeys that we had together. It's something that I will never forget, because you actually like helped me to grow personally so fast, and it was like one of like the magic things that I was actually counting to have during this year. So thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for sharing the last moments of 2022 with me and with our great community in the last 1.5 hours. Doctor, thank you so much for joining us as well. We are sorry that the connection in Puerto Rico is not so strong, but at least at the beginning of the show you were able to be here with us and to share your moments. I want to share to our entire community and everybody that watch us. I'm wishing us all a better year. The 2023 will be a better one than 2022. Way more full with happiness and joy and stability, and all the great things that you can ask for your family, for your loved ones, and of course spending more time with our loved ones, and thinking less about like the other things in life. And I'm wishing all of us to have a great one, and can't wait to see what the kind of things that we'll generate and create together in 2023. So for me, thank you so much, everybody. A couple of words before I'm pressing the button, guys.
Thank you for watching. I wish you all a happy, healthy, and prosperous new year, and look forward to broadcasting live. And if you want to join me anytime, just let me know.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I'd just like to say thank you, Daniel. Thank you, guys, for always being amazing streamers together. Thank you, Lala, but especially thank you to the support team. You have been epic all year, even when it's like you've actually emailed and said, oh, we noticed there was an issue. Can you tell us about it? Before I'd even realized there was an issue. They are absolutely the cherry on the top of the BeLive cake. So thank you, guys. And everyone else, yeah, have an amazing 2023.
Yeah, and well, what has been said has been said. I can't top that. Thank you to you guys, and thank you to the people that have been watching and supporting the shows over this last year. Yeah, it's fantastic. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, everybody. We had a really great time with you all. Thank you for the engagement, for your questions, for everything. And thank you, Lala. Thank you, Lala, and thank you, great team, for your support and for everything that we are doing together. Can't wait for 2023. Have a great one. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Cheers.